What's up, guys? I'd like to thank you for joining me on this first installment of Take One Rewrites. Now, this is basically a new concept that I'm trying out for my channel just to see how it goes. And essentially what I'm doing is that I'm taking a movie whether I hate it, loved it, or I was kind of in the middle about it. But in any case, I felt like it could have been a little bit better or way better than what it was. And so I talked about it as if I was given the choice to change anything or everything about it, whether it be on screen or off screen, from the plot, the characters, events that happen in the movie, all the way to the director, the actors, the writers. Basically anything I want to change, I can. For this first installment, I'm going to be talking about the movie Fantastic Four. We all know that shit is in a dire need of a redo. And before I go any further, I'd like to put it out there that this will contain spoilers. So if you haven't seen this film, don't. Just take my word for it. It's garbage. So all you need to do is just sit back and enjoy this video. And like I said, these are just my thoughts and opinions on what I would have did to make this movie better. And with that said, here go my rewrites for the movie Fantastic Four. Now first, I will keep director Josh Trank because of what he did with Chronicle and how surprisingly good that movie turned out to be. As well as I believe him when he put out that tweet saying that he had a better version of the movie that we probably would never see. Because in actuality, anything that he probably would have done would have been way better than the piece of garbage that Fox gave us this year. And second, increase the budget. Instead of 120 million, let's make it 150 million. You know what? On second thought, make it 170 million. You know what? Screw it. Make it a cool 200 million because I'm feeling frisky. And third, increase the running time. Make it at least 2 hours long just so that you can fit everything inside of there. Fourth, no meddling. Keep Fox execs away for the duration of filming and let them not even come back until it's all said and done. And even then, all they can do is okay it and get the hell out. Fifth, how the writers work on a bigger and better story than what we were given. Get more creative with it. Work on something that's gonna make the Fantastic Four bigger than what they are. And six, keep the cast. You have a bunch of good actors that really wasn't given a chance to showcase their skill. And bring these characters out like they should have been. As well as let them show how good of actors they are to the people that are just getting turned on to what they can do. 7, character development. Get more into the background of each character. Explain why these characters are the way they are and why each of these characters are here. As well as build more on their relationships. I mean, if you're gonna start it, finish it. Get more into the family problems of Sue, Johnny, and Franklin. Show why Johnny and Sue don't get along. Why Johnny and Franklin don't get along. Show basically where it all came from, the foundation of it. Get more into Sue and Reed's relationship. Show the chemistry between both the characters and them building up to a relationship. I mean, they don't necessarily have to get together at the end of the movie, but at least show it leading up to something. Something that the audience care about. As well as build more on the relationship with Ben and Reed. Because out of all the relationships in the film, this is the one that was mostly built up on. They just should have carried it out a little bit better. As well as the love triangle between Victor, Sue, and Reed. And show more of Victor's jealousy. And have it accumulated throughout the movie. 8, more action. And have more scenes where they showcase their powers. Because that one scene when Reed was up in the forest and Ben and all the army men came to take Reed in, and just the way he was fighting off the soldiers. That scene was really cool, and I would love to have seen more of that. As well as all the other ones. With the Human Torch and the Invisible Woman, showcase them actually using their powers for something other than just training in that last pitiful fight. 9, utilize Dr. Doom. Give him a way better look. And make him more menacing. Turn him into the villain that comic book fans love. And work that villain and his backstory somehow into the movie. And number 10. Here we go. The story and plot. Now here go my version of the story, what I would do to make it more better. Now I will essentially keep everything the same, but just change around certain details, like Ben and Reed, the way they met, I will keep that the same, all the way to when Reed is recruited by Franklin Storm for the invention that he created. And this is when he finds out that the dust that comes back, when mixed around with certain chemicals, becomes a renewable energy source, which the company is interested on getting their hands on. And basically everything happens the same. It's just a whole year of building this machine and building relationships and more. And this is the time for the heavy character development. And then the next to follow is the interdimensional travel. And everything happens the same with that. The government wants to send their own guys, but Reed and the rest of the gang feel like they deserve to go there because they're the ones who created this. So they travel to Planet Zero to put their stamp on it before anyone else could. The Victor gets left behind, then they all discover that they have their powers. So the government wants to utilize that power property that came from the Planet Zero. And in this version, Reed tries to escape, but he ends up getting caught and gets brought back to the facility. And then it's basically happening the same. The government then wants to weaponize the Fantastic Four and make them government property. And through all this, it's like a year of building the machine as well as sending them on missions. And so there's big action scenes and everything. And throughout this, they're showcasing their powers. And showing all these montages of different missions that they've been on and showing their teamwork or lack of teamwork and all the dysfunction that goes with it. But them struggling with their powers and what they become as well as trying to form a team. Then a year later, the machine is fixed with plans to do research on the planet and harvest for the energy and the powers that come from it. And so the government send their men to the Planet Zero to do all this research and harvesting when they come across Dr. Doom wearing a cloak, which there is a backstory to that. And there's a reason why he's wearing it and where he got it from. And so as being as evil as he kills all the men in and travels back to Earth through the machine. And at this point is when he meets the Fantastic Four, and all the exposition is being given as to what happened to him. His jealousy at Reed and Sue's growing relationship, and how he blames Reed for getting left on the planet, believing that he did it on purpose just so he can get closer to Sue and get him out the picture. And that's when he falls into the pit, and the Sue becomes a part of him, and the green liquid ends up having him survive somehow, and he ends up discovering that there is life on that planet, which through his found power he ends up conquering. And with the green liquid combining with his biology, it ends up turning him crazy, because all the emotions that was running through his mind at the time he got left on the planet, jealousy and rage, basically stayed in his mind as the liquid changed him. So now that's basically just his mind frame all the time. And as his face is so messed up after he conquered the planet, through the metals in the surrounding area created a mask, and from the species that he conquered, he got the materials to create the cloak and hood that he wears, basically declaring himself the ruler of the planet. So his goal is not only to protect his new home planet, but to get revenge on Reed, basically stating that Reed destroyed his world, now he's about to destroy Reed's world, which is Earth. So that's when he showcases how strong he is and how great his power as he goes to basically just tear apart the world, which leads to the big epic fight scene between the Fantastic Four and Dr. Doom. And at first they can't coexist together because they still don't know how to work as a team, but slowly start to figure out how to work as a team so they can defeat Dr. Doom. And throughout this whole epic fight scene, they end up defeating Dr. Doom, of course, sending him back to his home planet and closing the dimensional gate, which basically ends it to set up for the sequel. And those are my rewrites that I would have done. If my rewrites don't make the movie great, at least make the movie enjoyable or entertainment for us comic book or comic book movie fans to enjoy, and at least look forward to seeing more from these characters as well as future sequels. And I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like always, hit like, subscribe, comment, and share, and check out my other videos as well as there will be more rewrites in the future for other films and or shows. So keep an eye out for that. Also, follow me on my other social medias. It'll be in the link in the description down below. So I'll catch y'all later. Until next time.